They talking all of this madness, talking all of this madness, talking all of this madness. They talking all of this madness, talking all of this madness, talking all of this madness. They talking all of this madness.
What's up, everybody? You are listening to the Matt Madness Network live on YouTube. I'm your host, Ayla and Lloyd. Clap it up. Thank you. All right, back from putting out burning fires. My guy, X2 Fly, Dirty Dominic, Eric, baby. Yes, thank you.
Gotta keep them wanting more, you know?
Got to. So as always, guys, subscribe on all podcast platforms for your best viewing/listening experience. Please watch on the YouTube channel and make sure to thumbs up, turn on your post notifications, subscribe, and help anything for the algorithm. So I went solo last week. I have not watched much since last week other than the advertised content at all.
Hey, last week you had an AJ Lee. What else did you need? I'd take a week off too if I was you.
Yeah. So do you have anything that you watched or really wanted to talk about in particular that you watched over the last week or so?
I watched a lot of Shameless.
Is this your first go around?
First go around.
How far did I get originally? This was like an 8, 9, 10 year ago binge I started that I never finished.
I'm telling you what. I just started season 8.
Oh, this was like real. You were all in.
Yes, and so when I commit, but I was damn near done season 3. I looked at Kelly. I said, I don't think I can watch this. The most, for every listener that likes TV shows, if you like this, here is the most dramatic comparison in the world. So I knew there was 11 seasons, and I'm like, there's too much of some things. I don't know if I want to watch. And, you know, as a father to a soon-to-be 12-year-old, sure, I think maybe 8 years from now, 10 years from now, it might be a day I'd like to sit back, watch Casino with their Goodfellas, Carlitos, all the classics. Obviously, you know, rated R restricted movies, but, you know, the mob movies, the gang movies. I pray my daughter never watches 2 damn minutes of this stupid fucking show. But
oh god,
I'm committed. Kelly loves this show, so keep watching.
So all right, so like, are you like, do you like it, or you're just like, all right, I just got to finish this?
It's a mix. There are sometimes, I mean, it's addicting. I think I've only probably been watching it 4 weeks. I'm 8 seasons in, so yeah, I do like it. There are parts I like it. There's a lot of parts that piss me the hell off. There are some parts that I'm like, this is a filler match. I could fast forward through this. I don't need to watch this. But good show. And I was about to be pissed if you told me that you actually watched the whole show, and I'm going to sit here. I've been pulling teeth for a decade to get you to watch Entourage.
Oh, no, I couldn't. No, like Shameless, that was a show that I picked up on my own because I heard it was so good.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, let me watch this. I don't remember how far I got. I'll have to check my Netflix history. I think I got to like the season 3, but I couldn't really tell you what really happened. Like the only thing I remember happened was how Frank got with, was it the neighbor? Or some shit like that.
She lived around the corner. Her son's daughter, his son's girlfriend's mom.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay, so I knew it was something wild like that, and she started taking care of him.
This whole show, that's nonstop. There's like season 8. There's still somebody, like, if you're hooking up with someone, oh cool, I got 4 siblings. They're gonna take down my dad, my aunt, my sister, my handicapped friend. It's nuts. It's wild.
Well, shout out to my favorite sneaker influencer, Kelly, for doing this. Shout out to her. We still gotta have that
influence. That's for sure.
Yeah, we still gotta have that talk. So I guess we'll get into the advertised content, guys. So we'll start here, and I'll let you go first because I think I'll have a lot to say about this. So WWE recently announced that WrestleMania 43 will be in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia allegedly paid $250 million for WWE to host WrestleMania there, $100 million for the Royal Rumble that will be happening this upcoming January, and Triple H and some of the WWE superstars along with the Saudi.
Is that Tom Brady to his right?
We'll get to that. I'll get to that a little bit too. So WWE over the last few days, they held a press conference. I believe there was no press actually there, no more media personalities there, and they made this announcement. And the live stream was not happy, and it was pretty much 99.9% everyone saying you sold out. So I will let you take this first. What are your thoughts on WWE holding WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia, and do you think they sold out?
Man, it's obviously where we've always seen the arena shows, and we all know what they say about arenas, the sound go up. And I know from 2018 till now, the crowds have got a little more noisy. However, if you're going to go across the pond, if you're going to get out of North America, end of the day, for 30 plus years, the UK area has been pleading, begging for WrestleMania. They deserve it. If anywhere in the world, and I got no allegiance to there, if anywhere but the UK outside of the North America is going to get a WrestleMania, and it's not them, yeah, cool. That sounds like they're selling out. They've gotten no pay-per-views that, quite frankly, ever mattered. And you're going to tell me WrestleMania 43 is going to go there. The look on the women and some other people up there, sure, I get it. You can always put a positive spin on this stuff. I sell. I know how to talk about some bullshit and make it sound good, but you're going to go from where was next year's Mania supposed to be, and it's switching, it's going back to Vegas?
It was supposed to be in New Orleans.
New Orleans. All right. So we're going from Philly to Vegas to New Orleans, canceled, go back to Vegas to Saudi Arabia. I don't got a lot of it's weird. It's not cool. I don't like the decision. There was a small chance, hey, next year Mania's in New Orleans. Cool. I'd go back to New Orleans again for Mania.
I'm glad you specified that, because that place is the ghetto.
But it was one of those things. Like, I think you really enjoyed it out there. Like, but I knew leaving there in 2018, I don't ever have to go there again. I don't. I would go there for Mania because you can double dip. I like nightlife. That's there. Blah 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 blah. But unless I'm drugged there for a bachelor party, I don't ever got to go there. I've also been to Vegas for a bachelor party. Again, you're saying, yeah, New Orleans is the ghetto, but it's gonna be affordable. Talking Vegas, that is expensive. Or am I gonna stamp my passport to go to Saudi Arabia? I don't even know if you can fucking drink there. Yeah, they're wild. Bad look. However, unfortunately, I'll tip my hat to just the one aspect that the show will probably be booked well. Look, and I think you'll agree on this. Like, every now and then somebody's coming for Triple H's throat or like his booking or this or that or this or that. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I mean, he's still doing better than what Vince was doing for a long stretch of time. This decision's not solely up to him. Maybe it's a mix of him and Khan. I think TKO got a lot to do with this, but maybe they sold out when they sold to TKO. There's a lot of choices on this, way above my pay grade, but them going to Saudi Arabia, man.
All right.
Could care less, but not here for it, obviously.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to start. So, do I think WWE sold out with this? No, because this was a TKO move. You have to remember, WWE isn't WWE anymore. It's TKO.
Quick question. Would you say TKO also is obviously the reason they stopped going to New Orleans and went to Vegas?
Oh, absolutely.
Going back to Vegas.
Absolutely. So for example, if I could answer this question this way, WWE sold out with Saudi Arabia a few years back when that whole murder happened, and everybody was saying you guys shouldn't go or whatever. Some people didn't feel comfortable going. So that's when, and they still went. That's when they sold out. But that's how business works. These millionaires and billionaires, they do not care. They want what they want, and if you don't oblige, then you're out of money. You got to answer to all these people. I'm not sure if you remember, but to all the listeners, when COVID happened, remember that time? NBA, for example, because I believe they were the first sport back. The NBA, the owner said, because they stopped missing, the owner said, no, you have to play 70 games for the TV money to kick in. And if you don't play, we're going to rip up the CBA and go back into collective bargaining. So they don't care. And that's how it is. And now when it comes to Saudi Arabia, pretty much every company in every sports league is pretty much affiliated with Saudi Arabia. So feel how you want to feel about Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, they sponsored the Knicks last year. The Knicks wore the Riyadh patches on their jerseys. You talked about Tom Brady at the top of the show. Tom Brady's playing in a football game with Saquon Barkley and some others. So expect everybody to go to Saudi Arabia in some shape or form. NBA might play a preseason game there. And we got this NFL scrimmage, this football scrimmage. So you have to assume NFL will eventually make its way down to Saudi Arabia as well. But I think the disappointing thing is, and especially for like the women, like first time, you cannot have these queens looking like this. This is a damn shame. What is this? Like, let these queens, like come on, like they look sad. They can't get their shit off. They can't have a good time because like they look forward to this. You know, it's a week of fun. It's a good time. There's like elaborate entrances and just something that you don't experience for the entire year. And now they can't really do it and get the things off that they actually want to do. Like you always hear like Bianca, she puts all this effort into her gear and things like that. But now she has to cover up the entire time. I don't think they have a problem with Saudi Arabia. I think they have a problem with Wrestlemania being in Saudi Arabia because it means so much. It means so much to them, and it might actually be watered down. You also talked about the Saudi shows being throwaway. I remember I boycotted those Saudi shows. I did. I didn't watch any of them until for the longest time, and I still have. I don't hold grudges. I'm a pretty decent person, or whatever. I'm forgiving, but I will never forgive them motherfuckers for putting Triple H and Shawn Michaels against Undertaker and Kane. I will never forgive them for that. Never. I will not.
I mean, there are as much as what you're saying right there. There are matches that I know even you hold in high regard that I've never watched from those shows. Isn't there? I don't know. I don't think it was. I guess Seth, but isn't there? Didn't Edge have a good cage match or a cell match out there?
It was Edge and Seth in the cell. Edge and Seth in the cell. That was a
never seen it.
Yes, you have. You've
never
seen it unless you were lying to me. But excellent match. They had the king and queen of the ring. Essentially,
I lied one time. This is it.
Essentially, when Triple H took over, the Saudi shows actually mattered.
If I did, I don't know if I did. I wasn't paying enough attention, but
yeah, essentially, since Triple H has taken over, the Saudi shows have actually been really good and actually pretty much been canon and have actually meant something within WWE continuity. Unlike what it was with Vince, when a bunch of wild stuff was happening and they were asking for people that were dead. and WWE tried to oblige and give them the Temu version of that. But I just think it's for the also it's like I just think the fans are very upset as well because it's something that everybody looks forward to. People plan their vacations schedule around this because it's something that people travel to for years, and now it's actually going to be broken because I doubt anybody's going to Saudi Arabia. Nobody's really going to go over there and look to have a good time. They're not. So
not the masses. There are going to be some.
Oh yeah,
green shirt guy gonna be out there.
Yeah, you'll see green shirt guy. You'll see Brock Lesnar guy and things like. You'll see the Carl and Elbow guy probably if he still goes to the show. You'll see some familiar faces, but what WrestleMania was, like I said, WrestleMania was something that everybody kind of based their year around. And
imagine me, you, and CJ in the parking lot throwing each other through tables.
In my turban. Alo Ali Singh. Alo Ali Singh.
I don't know what's better. European champion.
I don't know what's better, that or El Negro Americano. But I just it was, and also it was inevitable. It was going to happen. it was going to happen. We know money talks, and we knew it was actually going to happen. That WWE would actually end up going to Saudi. WrestleMania was end up going to Saudi. We knew it was happening. It's inevitable, and it's inevitable for everything. Like we even saw this with Live Golf, like all the top golf players. They were, I believe, it was the PGA tour that they were leaving to go participate in Live Golf because the bag was bigger. But it was all inevitable when it comes to
Happy
WrestleMania.
Gilmore too about that.
What was that?
They made Happy Gilmore too about that.
Oh, really? I still haven't watched it yet.
Well, you see it, you'll be, oh shit, this real golf right there.
All right. So that is it.
I can't believe you ain't watched Max, Nikki.
I didn't watch it yet. I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to really watch much. So we'll get into the Wrestlepalooza. Well, actually, no. Hold on first. Let's jump into this. So last night, NXT Homecoming happened. I did not finish the entire show. I was able to watch a bunch of clips, and I thought it was actually really well done. Of course, you got the people. Some people they were omitted from being mentioned or shown, and they had their own 2 cents about it. But something I did feel that was compelling was with the NXT TNA partnership. You know, we have a lot of current TNA wrestlers that were NXT talents, because I think that also kind of made the partnership kind of smooth because we're familiar with them. A lot of the TNA superstars, because they were in NXT but under different names. But a running thread through the night was a lot of the former wrestlers that wrestled in NXT throwing their 2 cents in about how they weren't invited or how there was no TNA inclusion from there. And they talked about their time in NXT. And then we had the Grayson Waller effect. And Grayson Waller, he puts out there that Obafemi and Trick Williams
title next
week. And basically TNA superstars lost it. And we have that match, and we have everything is kind of set up for an invasion angle. Now, me and you, we held the 2001 invasion angle. It was bad, but we know what's wrong with it, but we still enjoy it and hold it
for what it was.
Our hearts. So for you, what are your thoughts on an invasion angle with TNA and NXT, a full-on invasion angle, and what do you predict can happen in fantasy booking?
I'm always here for it because, well, immediately, obviously, they're building to, I guess, No Mercy, and Grayson Waller advertised as champion versus champion, and the winner is going to defend both titles against the artist formerly known as Ricky Starks. So I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, well, you already know, like, there's got to be a wonky finish. But like 10 minutes after, I'm actually watching the show first time in months, watching NXT live, and I'm scrolling. I do see a couple. I saw Mustafa Ali's tweet, saw Mike Santana's, and then they're showing the tweets on the show, and then Ava's talking about her phone going off. So I'm guessing there's going to be a no finish. It's 2 WWE guys facing each other. You're going to get a bunch of NXT guys run up in, or a bunch of TNA guys run up in, ruin the match. I'm assuming a no finish. And then if they got room on the card for No Mercy, maybe maybe, I don't know, 5-on-5, we're going to get some type of action between it. But I look forward to it. It's exciting, and it's making NXT definitely much more must-see for me.
Yeah, so something I wanted to talk about, because I think this is an invasion angle that can actually be done really well.
Should be.
Because
there's going to be the egos, per se.
Well, also when I hit on about how people from in TNA had time in NXT, so one of the big things with the original alliance angle was the defections. So they could be kind of a trust issue within both locker rooms, but mainly the TNA locker room. I don't think anything's going to happen as far as like NXT versus TNA at No Mercy. I think they'll actually build to like their own. Go ahead.
You could also say in the NXT locker room, what if Trick wants to lead? He's the champion.
True.
What if he turns on NXT and says, you know what? I already had you could argue he's had a better TNA championship run than he had with either of his 2 reigns as NXT champion.
Oh yeah, I agree. Trick of the Hill has been really good. But as I was saying,
I think he's the greatest TNA champion of all time. It's the rumor going around.
Yeah, as I was saying, like you could have like the trust issues going on, and I think they'll just have like their own solidified show for that, not No Mercy or whatever. But I do think they'll also end in DQ next week. I think we'll get an invasion, and the Trick and Obafemi will just get destroyed by TNA wrestlers. And something that I think is actually going to be a great turn. Because I do think we're going to get a big turn because we already know. I'm pretty sure NXT is going to end up on top of this, but I think the turn we're actually going to get is going to shock the world. I think Joe Hendry will turn because Joe Hendry has benefited the most out of this partnership. He was in the Royal Rumble match.
Turn on TNA?
On TNA to join NXT.
So, question, because you didn't watch the episode. I'm confused. He still is working for TNA, right?
Yes, he is still a TNA wrestler. Yes.
So if you haven't seen it, you got to watch the segment with him and Bobby Roode. They make it sound like he's at TNA, like he's NXT right now. So I watched it. I was like, I thought he still has time on his contract, but I was like, I'm sure. I don't watch weekly, so I'm assuming I missed something.
Yeah, he is still a TNA wrestler. And like I said, he's benefited the most. He's been on WWE TV the most. He's been at WrestleMania. He's at the Royal Rumble. He's been on the NXT PLEs defending the TNA title. He'll be the perfect person to actually turn heel in the situation because he was fighting for TNA the entire time. And he could even make the argument WWE has treated me better than TNA ever has. So I think that's something that I should look out for. But I do think we'll kind of get some inaugural brawl or huge 10-man tag team match, and then you'll get Joe Hendry turning on whoever the big guy in TNA is. That's Survivor.
I would hope, and reminiscent to 01 Invasion, the first big turn has to be somebody going for TNA, my opinion, because we still haven't had a TNA wrestler with NXT Gold. We've had 2 NXT guys with TNA Gold. So you need that crazy swerve, and it's gonna have to be somebody going that direction, I think, my opinion.
Oh God, I gotta get out this group text. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's like really well can be done really well because we even got familiar faces in TNA that we haven't seen on NXT TV yet. We still haven't got the inspiration on NXT TV yet since they've returned. Mustafa Ali hasn't been on NXT TV since he's returned to TNA as well. So I'm interested to see.
It's because they retired the Cruiserweight title.
Well, we can bring the X Division title. We'll see because he is the X Division champion. So we'll see. Like I said, also,
he won it back again.
I believe he never lost. Did he lose it?
Mustafa Ali?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Leon Slater's the X Division champion. You know what? I'm thinking he's a champion because I was looking for
Moose has had the belt. I think like Moose had the belt for a minute too. I think.
Yeah, he lost to Leon Slater at Slammiversary. I was just looking at pictures from my thumbnails today, and it was Mustafa Ali as the X Division champion. But yeah, I'm interested to see what we get from here, and I'm looking forward to next week on NXT TV. So we have Wrestlepalooza going to be this Saturday, the first PLE on the E, and we'll start here with the marquee match. We got John Cena.
You crafty MF, the first PLE on the E.
There you go. We got John Cena and Brock Lesnar. We had Brock Lesnar make his return at SummerSlam. We didn't see him until recently. He interfered in Sami Zayn U.S. title match with John Cena, and he had a very interested segment with Ron Cena, which was fantastic on SmackDown this past Monday night. That's the question you ask somebody when somebody's drunk. Who did Brock Lesnar interact with? So give me your thoughts on this entire thing.
Oh my God. Yo. I want to lie so bad right now. But I don't give a shit about this match. Brock's back, cool. There's no title on the line. John Cena farewell tour. He goes over. We haven't seen Brock. What's the goal? He has honestly. This might be the most harsh take ever. We all hated when Brock would hold titles hostage. Yo, he might be the most uninteresting person ever when he doesn't have a championship.
Well, we've only got him twice. So I don't disagree with you because he needs the mouthpiece. Even when he
I like Hillbilly Brock. Don't get me wrong. Like when he was doing his segments with Sammy a couple years ago, no belt per se on him. Obviously, when he first returned before he won the belt, that was interesting. But it just to me, I don't know. It's cool. Cena's lost one match this year, or he's won what? Lost two. He's lost the Rumble after winning the championship. He lost it to Cody. He's not losing to Brock. He brought Brock back. Cool. It'll be nostalgic. First time in 11 years. I don't care though. I don't care. I'd rather see. I'm looking forward to what's next. Brock is supposed to be blood in the water. There's no way he loses. I don't know. Maybe I'm being an asshole. You probably got a better take on this than me. Just
I really don't either because we haven't got much. After the SummerSlam thing happened, we didn't get a bunch of follow up. We didn't see him again until a week and a half ago on SmackDown. And like I said, when he interrupted the U.S. Championship match, so I don't really have much to say off it. But other than the great Ron Cena segment,
great. Ron. Or I mean, I wish it was real Ron Killings. Ron Killings would have came out.
Mm-hmm.
He might have put Brock down, but we got to get Ron the truth Killings.
Yeah, so I don't have a lot to say about this match at all. We have 6 dates left with John Cena, so the time is winding down. So will give John Cena his flowers on this show at the end of the end of the year for a top 10 of his.
Top any new Cena figures?
No, I'm waiting until it's over so they can probably make like a really like good Ultimate.
I think it's gonna get better than the what's it called? That I guess that I probably missed that. Did that release the San Diego one? Comic-Con
Yes,
figure?
it did.
Did you get it? Didn't get it.
I didn't care for it because after like
it was like accurate, but inaccurate.
Because Fanatics dropped it a little early, and after that, I missed the window to flip it. I was like, no, I'm good. But I'm waiting to the end of the year so I can get like a modern take on the Ultimate Cena. So I'm waiting for that.
I got the red, the farewell tour one that got the cool.
I haven't even seen that one in a while.
Yeah, but Walmart had a good of them, but they get cleaned out, and really? I did get the clear one, but 2 good ones.
Yeah, but like I said, John Cena, he's gonna get his flowers on the show. We only got 6 dates left with him.
For sure.
I don't think we see him again until it's either the Raw and Crown Jewel, or it is or just Crown Jewel that we get Cena. But I'm gonna go with John Cena to win. I don't think he's gonna lose. I think it's a good way to end this whole rivalry between John and Brock. And I'm interested to see what they actually do with Brock from here because I don't know where Brock goes after he loses this match. I don't know if he's just gonna be in and just this is just an in and out thing for him or whatever. But I don't know what you do with Brock after this.
I like on this. Unless we see, which never happened a lot, unless we see a rematch from 2016, Orton Lesnar rematch, you could argue this match here is the end of an era. This is the end of the Ruthless Aggression era.
Pretty much. Since you put it
obviously
that
era, that era is obviously physically is over, but 2012. Or 2013, they booked, Hunter and Taker in the cage, end of an era, blah blah blah. That was to the Attitude, but this is our Ruthless Aggression era ending.
Yeah, and
for good.
Yeah, and we know somebody's not coming back at all, so we won't get an end of an era 3 times. All right, next up, I'll jump to this because you were not here to give me your thoughts on this. So we have CM Punk and AJ Lee will be taking on Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And I'll just say we've come a long way from the Mazanins versus the Bellas. We've come a real long way. I gave my thoughts on AJ Lee returning last week. So give me your thoughts on AJ Lee returning.
What a star. Like, obviously we all know my fandom for Trish, but I don't know if Trish, for what she's did to growing up, she never got that AJ Lee pop like that. AJ's pop was crazy. It was hell of a return. 10 years, something like that. It was special. It was one of those things I started to the What Have You Been Watching segment, I rewatched some of her old stuff, some of her promos. And obviously, if you don't rewatch those, you remember, she was involved in a lot of male storylines. She had that dominant Divas title reign, but she was just different in a very, very different era, ahead of her time. Exciting to see her back. Looking forward to this match. Obviously, predicting her and Punk go over, and I'm looking forward to the following month when she dethrones Becky for that IC title.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying this because I think this has all been jokes. Like, I love the jabs that they throw at each other. Like, it's been really funny. Go ahead.
I never thought I'd say this on the show. Kevin Nash, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Keep going.
What was his thoughts on this?
Some bullshit about she's actually not for therapy, some mental health shit.
Oh, that part.
Man, they say don't ever meet your heroes. I wish none of my heroes would ever make a fucking podcast. Him and Road Dogg should get in a car and just drive it off a cliff. Say what I say. Continue, my bad.
I will say this: CM Punk, he definitely is not going nowhere because he got himself a Puerto Rican with a show. Okay,
you heard?
No, we are not great. So Punk is not going anywhere. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this. I think there's been a lot of good back and forth. I've enjoyed the comedic chemistry between Seth and Becky this entire time. Like on Raw, I thought it was great. How he's saying I wouldn't hit a woman, but I have somebody who would, and Becky just wouldn't do it. I did enjoy that entire situation, but I'm looking forward to this. We never thought we would get AJ Lee back in WWE, let alone Punk back in WWE. So we get them both here, so we're getting a little spoiled.
Squad.
I think this match is going to be really fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go with CM Punk and AJ Lee to win this match, and like you said, AJ and Becky for the WIC title. All right, and our next up for the WWE Championship, our strong black king Cody Raheem Rhodes will be defending against Drew McIntyre. Cody would just return from injury, quote unquote, but it was realistically filming his scenes for.
He was fighting in the streets.
Filming his. I hope that hair don't look too crazy on him. By the way, give me your thoughts because I openly joked about this when Cody came back that I'll get my one-on-one match between the former tag team champions, the Dashing ones, and I'm finally getting that feud. But I'm sure they're gonna not go back, not harken back to that. But give me your thoughts on this entire thing. I know there's not much, but what you got for me?
There really isn't, and I'm confused. I did not watch all of SmackDown. I didn't see his return thing. Cool to see he got a little more yoked like all of these guys do when they dip for a little bit. Cody, man, rack these runs up, these reigns up. I hope Cody drops the title.
He just got here.
Him and John, cool. They had a banger. That was 2 months ago. 2 months, 3 months. How long ago? It was 2 months ago. I forget he's the champion. Put the strap on Drew. Everything he's done over the past 2-3 years, he deserves it. 4-time world champion. Let's make it happen. He's a 3-time now, right? 3-time. Let's give him that 4th. It's always funner on the chase. Cody needs to get that 3rd run, especially they ain't going to acknowledge his 2 world title reigns outside of the Fed. So, yeah, give us the shock and awe. Because what is there? 2, 3 title matches? Is there 1? 1? Is it just 1?
2. All
right, cool. So this will be the title change. Let's go see where the other forgettable championship is on the line.
2. All right. So I'm gonna go with Cody retain, but I also think Drew McIntyre, he's been fantastic for the last few years. I don't think they'll take the belt off Cody, but McIntyre is the one that needs to beat Cody eventually when it actually does happen. So I'm gonna go with Cody to retain, but I don't think this is actually gonna be over.
So hold on. Drew also, this whole Cena retirement tour has talked shit on Cena. He hasn't had a match with him, probably is not gonna. So also, I would love the idea of I beat Cody. It was easy. I never even got a shot at John, and I would have beat him. That could be his damn promo.
That too, and if he does beat Drew, if Drew does beat Cody, it could also be interesting. Maybe we've been speculating about who's Cena's final opponent could be. Maybe it'll be Drew, and it'll be for the title, and Cena wins. He can go out as champion as Saturday Night Main Event. So
Last
that's something
world
that
champ.
we can actually throw out there as well. Next up, we have the Usos reuniting, and they're going to take on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And I talked about this while I was here last week. The whole part of Jimmy telling Jay, "You sound like Roman," and I'm loving that because it's like he kind of is in Roman's shoes now. He sees why Roman was acting how he was acting. So give me your thoughts and your prediction.
I love everything about this. They teased it the week before. They teased it this past week. Jay turning heel. Cool, turn him heel. They'll make him more of a main event player. Man, I thought he was gonna have that one world title reign and then somehow go back to the IC title. They're teasing this Usos reunion is not gonna last long. But heel Jay, put everything on him. I'm here for it. I'm excited. It's intriguing. Outside of the women's division, it's the most interesting thing on Raw. What's going on also with him? More interesting than obviously what Cody's been doing for a while. He's been back for a minute and a half, and I like Cody. But yeah, this is gonna be the best match of the night.
Because Clash in Paris.
Everybody hates on Jay in a singles match, but we all know him and his brother deliver prep and Bronson and Braun Breaker. Prep and Braun Breaker, they didn't even get it.
So Clash in
Braun's
Paris
gonna be come off that top road smelling good. What up, Prep?
So Clash in Paris was pretty throwaway, but I think that whole beat up of Roman was awesome. I really did enjoy it. I thought that was perfect. And the thing that I'm looking forward to as well is I'm looking forward to seeing Roman try to bring Jay in. Like, Jay, I did this. I know what this could do to you. So he's trying to relate to him, but not get him to go there. And if Jay ends up going there or getting reeled back in by his family, so I think that's something we can actually look forward to. But I really am enjoying this. I really am. Basically, the title being having control over Jay potentially. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as well in a match that I'm probably going to yell about because I'm very disappointed in the entire thing. We talked about this the last time we were here together. Io Sky got inserted into the Women's World Championship match, replacing Naomi. So we will have a new champion regardless of anything that happens this Saturday night. Now, for me, this was like underwhelming. I don't want to say underwhelming because we all wanted to see the match, but the announcement of who it was and like the way they kind of built it up, it was like, all right, we know that everybody that everybody loves Io Sky. But it's different. It's one thing if you just give it to us impromptu, but to announce it and then give us nothing to go off of is crazy to me. And
there's definitely been flaws with it, but I feel like this is better received than if it was Rhea.
Oh, absolutely, because everybody loves Io Sky, and this is probably a dream match for a lot. And a lot of stuff with Stephanie Vaquer is going to be is dream match and main event worthy. But like it's just when you find out that it's going to be Io so far out, and we get real limited build, and all you get is some backstage segments or a couple face-to-face interactions. You don't get nothing else.
It's the build to it's been messy. That's for sure.
It's like this deserves a little bit. This deserves a little bit better. Like I really don't understand because Triple H he's done that from time to time. Like you just can't throw the guys out there and be like, you can't do that. Like we talked about that for years. Just throwing two popular people out and wrestle. If you just want to do that on a random night and everybody's surprised by it, fine. Don't disagree. But to come out weeks in advance and give us hardly anything to go off of, I'm just not a big fan of that at all. But I do think it'll be Stephanie Vaquer winning.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be a surprise if she doesn't win. Oh, and talk about like we said, 2 title matches. Obviously, none's gonna change here, but even makes me more want Drew to win because obviously, yeah, cool. We're gonna crown a new champion. All right, Cody's gonna win. I love Cody, but keeps me disinterested.
All right. So we also have AEW All Out this weekend, which I completely forgot about until you brought to my attention. So
So I'm here for
I will feed you these matches because
feed.
a lot of these I will
Not me
probably not
more.
have an opinion at all.
Main
So we
event, you
got
will.
all right. So I'll start. Oh God, this is God. When this show gonna end? 13. Goddamn. When's it gonna end? God. Oh my God. Thank you, Triple H. Thank you, Homage. All right, so I'll start from here. I'll start for the Fatal 4 for the tag team titles. It's a ladder matches. Brody King, and Bandito defending against the Young Bucks, against Jet Speed and the Don Callis family. Who you got, Bestie?
Brodito retains.
All right, we got
Some tag team. Yo, Yo, you want to break your heart? Them Chris Van Vliet always posts those pictures of wrestlers, like all these belts. Guess. Brody King's championship history. Okay. I know a lot of people, but oh yeah. He's current AEW tag champion, former trios champion. Ring of Honor. Trios champion, 6-man tag. This guy, between all the indies and other, I don't know. Oh, did he might have had the Ring of Honor one too. PWG tag with Malachi during the AEW run. This guy's got like 27 tag titles, like 2 very, very indie singles reigns. Get this guy out of tag teams, factions. He should be world champion. He's you know what? They're gonna retain. I hope he loses. I hope he's next up to feud with Hangman, or he's 3 guys up and he wins the belt. He should be a singles champion. But Brodito is gonna win.
all right. All right, and Eddie Kingston and Big Bill.
Eddie back. Let's go. Come on, Eddie's back. Eddie's fucking back. He's gonna fucking win. He's gonna beat Big Bill and get Big Bill ready to go back to the Fed. He's sending Big Bill back to New York. Eddie fucking back. Didn't see that coming. They did that right.
We got the triple threat.
That might bring Pash back. I said it. All right, next match.
We have the triple threat match for the unified title: Kazuchika Okada against Takeshita against Mascara Dorada.
I'm gonna take a shit is gonna divide the faction. He's about to come win the belt. But kind of like Roman, when Roman first got the gold belt, Paul was carrying the other 2. Don Callis keeps carrying the other 2 old belts. I don't know if they're going to eventually split them up. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that we got a wonky finish and 2 people get the 2 belts. I don't know. But yeah, next match.
All right, we got Hangman Page defending his AEW World Championship against Kyle Fletcher. If any member of the Callis family interferes, Fletcher will be disqualified and stripped of the TNT Championship.
Nothing in pro wrestling tells you a champion's going to retain. Then when it's champion versus champion and 1 title's on the line, Hangman Adam Page retains. That's my world champion.
All right. Timeless Toni Storm defending her AEW Women's World Championship against Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and is it Thekla? Thekla,
let's call her that. I'd like to see Jamie Hayter get some relevance, and I believe she ended Toni Storm's first women's title reign. I'd like to see her with the strap again. She had a good little promo spot with her interrupting Tony's promo tonight, but I see Tony retaining. But if anyone's going to take it, I'd like it to be Jamie. She was a star her first run. She needs to get back.
I was upset when she got injured and they got away from her and Britt thing. I really liked them as a duo. MJF and Mark Briscoe in a table and thumbtacks match.
Maxie goes over.
We got John Moxley and Darby Allin in a coffin match.
Barry, put Mox in the coffin and take a break, brother. You need some rest.
All right, Mercedes Moné's only defending one championship against Rio. I got something to say. Where the hell did they get Rio from?
She's back, return.
I know, but like we haven't seen her in like years, if I'm not mistaken.
Look, first ever AEW Women's Champion. Can we argue that's the right person to dethrone her?
I don't think so because I remember how the first reign went. Did nothing.
Dang. Did she only have it once? Maybe. I thought she had a second time, but man.
Yeah, it bombed.
With that being said, you're gonna hate this. I don't care how many belts she got because she's remembered for having all these belts. Jade Cargill's TVS title reign is still better than Mercedes. Jade's first. Mercedes just has a lot of belts with it. I only remember, and it wasn't even for the belt, it was part of a tournament. The only Mercedes match I remember is her versus Athena and the Owen. I remember like 10 of Jade's matches because you always actually thought, like, all right, cool, who's going to be the second champion? Who's going to dethrone it?
Mercedes, she's had some good matches defending her.
Like you watch.
I did. I actually did. I reviewed them. The match against Willow, I thought was really good. Mm-hmm. Both her matches with Chris.
What's Willow's last name?
Nightingale. I saw that.
All right, Night. What match is next?
Huh?
Yeah, Night. What match is next?
All right. We got the Hurt Syndicate taking on Ricochet and
all
Bishop.
3 of them. Montel's second AEW match. Sorry, I'm a little hype.
All right, and then we got the brothers.
Wait, we didn't even predict it.
Oh, go ahead.
Obviously, I want Syndicate. What was your take?
Oh, Syndicate.
My bad. All right, go ahead.
All right, and we got these young upstart brothers, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, taking on FTR.
Wait. That's Christian Cage and Adam Copeland.
I said Christian Cage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Adam Copeland first.
I did. I said young upstarts.
You got to say Cage first. It's Cage and Cope.
Cage and Cope. These young upstarts. I'm going Cage and Cope.
I'm going to go FTR wins. Beats whoever wins the tag titles. And then drops them to Cage and Cope so they get one last tag title run. Play the long game.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Tony's going to get that to it. Tony's going to get that to everybody. So I'm going to go with Cage and Cope as well, if I didn't say that yet. We got the Ops against the Work Horsemen.
The Work Horsemen? Who the... Oh, my God.
Anthony Henry and J.D. Drake.
What, that's 2-2?
Anthony Henry and J.D. Drake, those are the Work Horsemen.
Versus how many people from the Ops?
Samoa Joe and Hobbs.
Yeah, so Shibata must be injured, so it's not even for the trio belts.
Not according to Wiki.
All right. I don't care. Obviously, the 2 guys with the 3 belts, yeah, they win.
All right. And we got Daniel Garcia against Katsuyori Shibata.
So Shibata, who's 1/3 of the Trios champions, Garcia is going to get the win, I guess. He just joined the Death Riders, but...
All right. And I'm not sure. This might be a pre-show match, but I'll throw it out there. Harley Cameron, Mina Shakara, Queen Aminata, and Willow Nightingale against Megan Bain, Penelope Ford, and Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. Hold on.
Lord have mercy.
As long as Harley Cameron's in, I win.
I'll go with that team as well. So that's AEW All Out for you guys. And Bessie, you had another topic you wanted to discuss. You wanted a fantasy book for wrestlers to win a singles title between now and Mania. Go ahead.
And all right, so We'll go 1 for 1 back, and it can be across all brands, all divisions, whatever. You go first.
I'm gonna go with. Unfortunately, this is gonna go against everything I've been standing for all year. I do think that Lola Vice will beat JC Jane for the NXT title.
Good take. Good take. I'm starting to feel that way too, which should be scary because it's like, where's she gonna go? Where do they have room for her? Biggest layup, obviously, cheating round. Stephanie Vaquer.
Winning a title, I think between now, I think Melo is going to win a title between now and then.
Oh, you got to think he's about to be a tag team champion with Miz, especially Miz helped him win.
At
Helped him win at
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Man, a lot of people, a lot of options. I gotta go. Trying to think of like people that haven't won, and I don't know if it's going to be on their gimmick or not. And I wasn't even really a fan of this, but on their gimmick, I really am. Ludwig Kaiser.
Now my next one might get in the way of my previous person, but Montez Ford. I did a whole segment on Montez Ford last week about him in the street, him moving away from Angelo Dawkins, and
I
how
hope
his
you're right.
time. So he might get in the way of my Melo pick, but I think Montez Ford will be. And he kind of teased it too with Dark State on Homecoming as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That was good too. And man, this is definitely fantasy booking, but Penta. I hate. I don't want to say I hate, but there's rumors about him reuniting with Penta or his brother Ray Phoenix in the near future. Man, but I'd love to see him IC champion, like ASAP.
And this is the last one. Who I kind of want to see have some gold. Oof. I'm a big fan of her. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love for Kalani Jordan to get back to NXT North American title. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of her in general. That might be cheating, but who really out here doing work?
Or realistically going to take it within 7 months or so.
Mm-hmm. But the cheap answer, I do think Drew McIntyre will beat Cody eventually.
Well, I joke. I thought about like obviously circle the block. He already had that challenge, but I'd love to say AJ become a 2-time IC champion, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be the one to dethrone Dominic Mysterio. I don't even want to say Rusev because Rusev has already been a champion, but realistically, big fantasy booking. I'd like to see by Mania next year. Maybe such a big stretch, and this is what he just got teased for. I'd like to see Ricky Starks win a singles championship, main roster though.
This will be a cop out, and Accolade Echo love this. I would love John Cena to win the Intercontinental title.
It's up to Mike. That's the show. That's the show. That's the show. Come on.
I love that personally.
Yo, with the tear in my eye. Does he automatically become the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time if he does?
I don't know about that because he'll probably have to drop it next time he shows up on TV.
He'll just forfeit it.
But he'll be Grand Slam.
Grand Slam job.
Anything else for me?
I think that's it. That's how we wrap it.
All right, guys. So as always, head to Ringside Collectibles. Use code MMAN and save 10% of your order. Subscribe to the podcast on audio platforms and thumbs up. Turn your post notifications and comment anything for the algorithm. And I'm Alo Aaron Lloyd. That's X2 Flyer Eric Tremicki, and we'll see you guys soon.
Got him now, put him down right now, hit him with the palm handle. Tuning up the band, y'all don't understand. Fist of Superman, it's a SummerSlam. Here we go again. Fans marking man, I hate my balls. Shut the Vince McMahon, it ain't shake the land off the sale. Fans love it, ain't hard to tell. Talking madness, awesome. Well, what I'm cooking, man, y'all off the